Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your mowers will practically build themselves. Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv and welcome to the Kit Hoarder Stash. Today, well, this is something new that I got into my stash, and there's a second part to this story. The second part is, this is kind of a warning on what to look for when you buy things the way I buy things in this world. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at this JS-2 Stalin from DML. Now this kit's been out for a few years. It's had a couple of different re-releases. I am interested in it because I'm going to start building a little bit of Russian armor, World War II stuff. You know, that M4A2 that I got not too long ago. I'm going to make that into the Russian version, I decided. And well, in World of Tanks they have one of these, so this is going to go in my World of Tanks collection. But here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to open it up because it's, you notice it's not shrink wrapped, it was just taped. And there's a, well, let me just tell you, I paid, so new, you're going to pay probably about 40-45 bucks for this thing. If you get it from somebody's stash, you might get it for 25-30, something like that. Anyway, this was marked 20. I picked it up as a gift exchange. And I had received a really nice Tamiya Strumgestrutz 3. And that's good. I've already got one. And one of the other guys had this kit that they had got at this gift exchange. And so I asked him, I says, hey, you interested in this, this nice Tamiya kit? And he says, yeah, I'd love that. I really like German stuff. I said, good, because I'm trying to build Russian stuff. So, not shrink wrapped, it was just taped shut. I'm thinking pretty good. At the gift exchange, I paid like $17 for a $30 kit for this gift exchange because, well, I have some connections and I was able to get a really nice kit for a decent price. So what did this really cost me is about 17 bucks. Okay, so, but yeah, this is pretty good. So we opened it up. Nice, nice regular box art. You kind of got some, some ideas for the colors and the markings. Pretty simple. Oh, okay. The instructions. Well, it's got this little additional sheet here that kind of has some of the features of it. The travel lock and, gunner's periscope and things like that. That's kind of neat. Here's the instructions. They're, excuse me, they're both in English, and it looks like German and maybe in Japanese. Okay, that's kind of nice. So I look at it and there is a grand total of 10 steps. So 10 steps should be pretty easy to build. A couple of different decal choices, which are basically some numbers, not a whole lot there. Looks pretty simple and straightforward as far as a build goes. I mean, looks really simple and straightforward. So that's neat. So here's the kit. So the hull, lower hull is still in shrink wrap. I don't see any real injector pin marks at all, anywhere, inside or out. So this looks pretty clean. That should be pretty good. Here is the upper hull. The upper hull has cast texture here on the side, just like it should have, and on the front, so good for me. I'm already thinking this is a pretty good little dragon kit. Some Pioneer tools and whatnot in this sprue. And then there's some the road wheels. All the pollution here in Salt Lake's got me coughing. Got the road wheels and bogies and all that kind of good stuff. Grab handles, the exhaust. Again, all look to be very crisp and clean, no flash. really good moldings, so I'm really happy with that. And then this has individual tracks, plastic tracks, which I'm okay with. Especially with Russian armor and how goofy their tracks look, this is going to be just fine for me. I don't have a problem with that. And then I'm going to go to, look at the front here. So now I'm going to go to this sprue right here, which is the barrel. And look what I got. I start looking at it and I go, oh, good. Here's one half of the barrel. And the other half of the barrel's gone. So somebody had taken half the barrel out of this kit, which really, really sucked. I just got to tell you that. Just kind of took the wind right out of my sails. Anyway, looking at the other parts that are on here. Yeah, we look to be in pretty good shape. Again, no, wow, there's even texture on the cupola, so that's pretty darn neat. Great. Okay, now we're going to move to the last sprue, which is this one right here. And this one right here is the turret. And I'm looking at that turret, and the turret's got a great cast texture to it. And it's got a real nice weld bead all around the top and here. It's got casting stamps on it. Can't really see that, but yeah, it's got casting stamps on it. I'm like, wow, this is really pretty decent, especially for the price I paid. And yeah, I'm kind of liking this. The lower turret, and it's got cast texture on it as well. The mantlet here, and I noticed that there's supposed to be another part right here. Right there, it shows another part. And it actually turns out to be the part that holds the barrel in here, and it's been taken off too. So somebody took a couple of very important parts off of this kit and then threw it in the, wrapped it and, you know, put it in for the gift exchange. And so somebody got a really nice kit that was wrapped and brand new, and I wound up with a kit that was incomplete. How about that? So what do? Well, I am still going to build this. I'm going to start with the hull, and I'm going to put some feelers out to see who might have a barrel. 122 millimeter barrel is what this takes, and I'm going to see if somebody has one available. It's the D-25T gun that's on it. And I'm probably going to wind up going to my friend Loic, who has Kit Links. And Kit Links, I found that they have, I can't remember the name of the company. Anyway, they have a barrel for, it's like $8 or $9. Big deal. You know, it's a nice metal barrel, and it's going to work out very good. Now, the other part that holds it on there, not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I'll probably have to scratch build it. But hey, so if I have to scratch build one part and get a nice metal barrel, I mean, that's tough to have to buy a metal barrel, you know. But I've seen that he has one in stock. Not a hard thing to do. And I think I said 17. I didn't pay 17 for this. Sorry. The kit that I bought for the gift exchange, it was less than that. So I spent less than $15 for the gift exchange, and I wound up with this. So hey, for $15, it's missing a couple of parts. That's not a deal breaker for someone like me who's got the access to get those parts, make those parts, or even look in my parts bin. I mean, I might have, I know I don't have a 122 barrel in my parts bin, but I do have some other Russian stuff there. And if this was a Sherman, I mean, I got parts all over the place for those. So it's not a deal breaker. Now, how do I feel about the kit itself? And there's no decals, but you saw on the instruction sheet, very few decals with this thing anyway. So I can probably get some decals out of my parts box that I've got, because I do have some other Russian decals, so I'm not too worried about it. And if I really feel passionate about it, I can get online and I can get some aftermarket decals real easy. So overall, I like this kit, and you all know that I like Dragon kits, but the fact of the matter that this has the weld beads on it, it has a cast texture to it where it's supposed to have that. Pretty simple, straightforward assembly, not overly engineered, not a bunch of crap. Hey, I like this. And even if it was complete and I was spending, you know, like $40 for it, I'd say, oh yeah, this is definitely a decent kit. So I highly recommend this one. Okay, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next week. And just keep in mind that if something's missing some parts, it's not a deal breaker. Life can go on. Things are good. Take care, folks.